There is one voice in Hollywood that every comedian has tried to copy at least once in their career. One squint, one drawl, one expression that says everything without saying anything at all. These are the people who dared to become Clint Eastwood.
Clint's like, with these eyes, I can't see a damn thing. Where the hell did everybody go? I can't even see my feet. Yeah, was that 6 shots or only 5?
Saturday Night Live has produced thousands of impressions over the decades. But when Bill Hader decided to do Clint Eastwood for a Chrysler commercial parody, something clicked that most impressionists spend their entire career chasing. He didn't just get the voice. He got the specific kind of quiet fury that makes Clint Eastwood impossible to ignore in any room he walks into.
So I don't care if Obama runs the ball, or Romney throws a touchdown, or Ron Paul kicks a field goal with his tiny little chicken legs. I'll tell you right now, though, I ain't putting Santorum in the game. He can stand on the sideline doing cheers in his little sweater vests. What's this commercial for again? All right, Chrysler. Get a Chrysler and get off my damn lawn.
Hey, punk. I'm talking to you, punk. Hey, punk. I have to ask you to turn that camera off for a while.
You are a very good director as well as a wonderful actor, Mr. Eastwood. What is just a word of advice for our many directors out there in our school?
Well, I'd say get it done by 4 so you can hit the links.
There are impressions done for laughs, and then there are impressions done at a formal tribute ceremony honoring the actual person, while that person is sitting in the front row watching every single second of it. Jim Carrey looked at Clint Eastwood sitting right there and decided that was the perfect moment to become him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here tonight, as all of us are, to pay tribute to an American icon, an actor, a filmmaker, and truly one of my personal heroes, Mr. Clint Eastwood. When I finally met Clint, he just said to me, "I love that tape." And I show it to all my friends. You know, the first day of shooting, I showed up with all these wild ideas. I said, I have a ton of ideas that I want to try out, Mr. Eastwood. You know, but Clint just looked at me, then looked at the producer, David Valdez, and said, "Well, maybe we'll just turn the camera on and let him go."
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Tom Hanks is one of the most beloved actors alive, 2-time Oscar winner, America's dad. And when Graham Norton asked him to do as Clint Eastwood, he didn't hesitate for a single second. What came out was not what anyone in that studio expected from Tom Hanks.
I can't do it, but you know, where he just kind of like raises, he looks at you and like, like you get, Clint, I have this idea, maybe for the scene, if I do that and I throw that over to Aaron and then you can cut, it's like, all right, stand by, this is the take, everybody ready, out of 3, 2, 1, action! And every time they would do that, the horses they were on would bolt, you know, action! And they'd have to like, when you're in a Clint Eastwood movie, you don't even know the camera's rolling, and you just hear over your shoulder, all right, go ahead. And you just keep doing it until you hear him say, that's enough of that. And then you move on and you're on to the next setup.
Most people practice their Clint Eastwood impression alone in the bathroom mirror. Doug from King of Queens decided the living room was the right venue. What made this moment work wasn't just the Eastwood, it was the Columbo.
Taquitos give me gas. So you gotta ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Why are you calling me punk?
I'm doing an impression of somebody.
Who, my dad?
No. My friends call me Clint. Clint Eastwood, how do you not get that?
That was great. Just on this take, just acknowledge the jury. That's all I need you to do. I go, do you have anything else? He goes, no, how did you feel? I go, I felt great. He goes, all right, you want another one? He wouldn't even say action, remember? He would just say, he'd just go, Jack, to Jack Green as DP, and he'd just do that rolling motion. Oh, I loved Clint. It was such a great, that was my first real movie.
This one is different. Don Rickles didn't do an impression of Clint Eastwood. He did something far more dangerous. He looked directly at Eastwood and said every single thing that nobody else in Hollywood would dare say out loud.
I must say, I'm here to honor Merv Griffin. Merv has been a dear friend of mine, and I love his hotel. I think he's a hell of a guy, and it's a great treat for me to be here for Merv. Clint, I say with due respect, 28 years ago we did Kelly's Heroes, and I haven't heard from you since. Clint, I say it, nobody else has said it, and I say it from my heart. You're a lousy actor. Clint's idea of a good time is sitting on a pickup truck watching his dog bark. Mother Eastwood is laughing, knowing damn well you never had so much money in your whole life. But you know, Clint, and I know that I have so much on you, which I won't say tonight. And now you're in your late 60s. Live up to it. It's over. But Clint, I understand you're engaged now. I don't know if that's official, but whatever the story is, dear, good luck.
Rich Little has been doing Clint Eastwood longer than most people on this list have been alive. He was doing it before it was fashionable, before it became the impression every comedian reached for. And watching him do it now, you realize he wasn't just copying Clint Eastwood, he was preserving him.
Clint Eastwood. You know, before I was an actor, I was a plumber. And one day I was up in this lady's bathroom, and I said to her, do I hear 4 flushes or do I hear 5? To tell you the truth, in all the confusion, I can't seem to remember myself. But seeing this as the most powerful toilet bowl in the world, capable of blowing a man's butt off with 1 flush,